Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't filmed in probably over a month. I've been busy. I know this is a terrible excuse, but I I haven't been locked in my house since March. I'm a mom of two, full-time job. So I don't know, like time just has gotten away from me. So shout out to my 6 followers or subscribers, whatever they're called, and the 4 people who watch my videos. This one's for you guys. I have a bunch of new makeup here. I'm just kind of like been buying because, I don't have anything better to spend money on, like bills or anything, So I've got some items that I've gotten BoxyCharmed because I know I haven't been doing BoxyCharm unboxing in the past couple of months, or maybe 1 month, 2 months, I don't know. So I've got some items from those boxes and some things that I've purchased. So I'm really excited. Let's get into it, you guys. Okay, so I already did it off camera, but the primer that I've been using 2 different ones at the same time, both from E.L.F. I discovered this E.L.F. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. I bought it because I thought the name was kind of funny, like a luminous matte. Like, okay, but I really enjoy it. It's with I don't know how to say that, Barry. Acai, that A-C-A-I, I don't know how to say it, but it has that in it. This is what it looks like. I can never tell if the words, because I'm only looking at like this really small viewfinder. I don't have like a large screen, so I can't tell exactly when it does or doesn't focus. So if it's not focusing for you guys, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I can't see that small either, so I can't really tell. But I've been using this, the E.L.F. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. I got it because I thought the name was really funny, like luminous matte. That was kind of like an oxymoron, if you ask me, but actually I like it. It does kind of like blur out just a little bit, like my pores, but I wouldn't say it's really like luminous. Like, I don't really see it. There doesn't like glitter or anything in it, but it does kind of add a nice like sheen to the skin. I guess. I like the way it feels and smells more than anything. It's like makes your skin really soft. That's what I like about it. And then I go in behind it with the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. This is pretty classic. I have it in the shade Sheer. I'm assuming there's different shades. I don't remember seeing there any other shade aside from like the peachy colored one, but there must be since they shade name it. And it just kind of looks like a putty, classic little putty. And this bad boy, this is what goes in and actually blurs out your pores. So if you have enlarged pores or anything like that, I don't really have enlarged pores, but I still like to put it, I only put it on my T-zone. I put it on my cheeks, I put it just a little bit down my nose, and then on my forehead. And then that's it. Where the Luminous Matte Primer, I just kind of slather it everywhere. So I already did that. The foundation that I've been really loving right now, it's not even really a foundation. It's a BB cream from Purlisse. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Purlisse. I suppose. It's a Perfect Glow BB cream, and it has SPF 30 in it. It's oil-free, moisturizing, natural-looking coverage. I would go to argue, though, that it's a buildable coverage. Like, it does look like my skin, and it's not like wearing a true foundation, but it's certainly, there's certainly coverage there. It's not like back in the day when BB creams first came out, there wasn't any coverage to BB cream. It was basically kind of like an enhanced primer, where this, you'll see whenever I apply it, it's there's coverage, and it's matte meets glowy finish. I would go to argue that it's just glowy. I don't feel like it's very matte at all, but that's just me. So I just apply it directly to my brush. I know some people think that's not very sanitary, but I don't know if I can care. And I usually do about a half a squeeze of the thing. And I'm not sure, did I say I got this in a BoxyCharm? I don't know if I said that. but that's about how much I apply. And I just kind of go in, and it's really nice. It kind of has like a cooling effect to your skin. It's like not heavy at all, how a foundation would be. And I mean, there are foundations now that have like skin benefits. I can, like, Milani I know has some. I'm sure CoverGirl has one now. I know Maybelline has one as well. But those are all drugstore brands. This would not be considered a drugstore brand. That's for sure. I can't recall how much it was because of course I didn't buy it. It was my BoxyCharm. But I would go to bet that it was at least in the 20s for sure. I can't imagine it being any more expensive than the 20s or high teens at least. And this brush is a Moda brush. It's the Angle Blender, but I've been using it to apply this foundation or this BB cream, and I've really been liking it. It's not super densely packed, but it applies it really well, so you can't complain. In person, it doesn't look as like, it kind of looks a little tan for me, and I'm not tan at all. So it looks a little dark in the camera, but in real life, it matches me perfectly. You guys, while I was blending out my foundation, I looked over on my desk and I totally forgot to apply this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I have it in the shade 902, I believe. Yeah, 902 Light Glow. I've been loving this. I cannot believe I forgot to put it on. Shame on me. I put it on with my primer. Jeez, brain fart. I put it on with my primer. It just, so I watched the YouTuber Kelly Strack. She's so awesome, so sweet. I mean, obviously I don't know her personally, but you can just tell from her video. She's really, really sweet. Oh, I have a hair blowing in my face. She's really, really sweet. She, it's just like real mindless content, you know. She's never in any drama. She's never, she doesn't give off any bad vibes. It's just as always, just, you can just go there, watch beauty content. Her and her husband have a vlog together. They're just really cute, you know. Spokesperson for Kelly Strack and her husband, no. But she's one of the first YouTubers I started watching whenever I started watching YouTube. And yeah, she's awesome. So she put me on to this, and it's just, it's like a glowy, you know, it's a glotion, and it just, it's not marketed as a primer. It's literally just marketed to have fresh, healthy, all over glow, whatever. But it's really nice. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Infallible Full Wear. I have it in the shade Fudge. I don't know. It doesn't have a sticker on it. Well, shit, I don't know, you guys. I always get one of the, oh, right here. I have it in Oatmeal, 340. There was another one. I wanted the lighter shade. I can't think of what the other shade was called that I wanted, but it was the one that was one lower. So if this was 345, maybe like 343 or whatever, maybe something that I wanted. But I got this one instead. So we'll see. I think I have used it maybe once before, but I don't remember what I thought about it. Well, that's a big ass doe foot. Holy cow! Y'all see how big that is? Jeez Louise, that's huge. So I'm just gonna go under my eye, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of concealer. If you've, I only have 2 videos, but if you know anything about me or have seen even like an Instagram post that I made not too long ago, ooh, it kind of burns. About like my concealer. I'm like a triangle drawer when it comes to my concealer. I draw like a hole. But since it's been summertime, or at least hotter outside for the most part, I have been kind of like getting away from that trend. I forgot to wet my beauty sponge. That's a terrible thing. I'll be right back. Okay. And we're back. My bad, you guys. I got this sponge. It's a Juno & Co sponge. I usually am like a sucker for an E.L.F sponge. Like, those are my favorite. But I've been seeing people talk about these Juno & Co ones. And it is like a different texture. I wish I would have kept the package it came in to tell you guys which one I got. Because I didn't realize that the different colors were different like kinds of sponges. So I can't tell you which one this one like is like specified for, but it's the pink one. So if y'all are interested in a Juno & Co sponge, I like it. It's a little bit denser than the E.L.F ones, but I think it blends out really, really, really pretty. Like, look at that. Like, this is actually a really nice concealer. I don't know if, again, I wanted the one that was one shade lighter, but they just didn't have it. So, but I guess this is good. The coverage is nice. It's not creasing, and I had to go like wet my whole sponge. So it's been sitting on my face for 2 or 3 minutes now, and it didn't dry down. It's still, I'm still able to blend it out. And this is obviously, since it's, what was it, L'Oreal? Yeah, L'Oreal. It is a drugstore, so I think it was probably like $8 or $9, I guess. I mean, it couldn't have been more than that. And I got 2 of them. I got a contour shade one that I haven't used yet. I'm like real sketchy about, I buy them in like the contour appropriate shade, and then I never use it because I'm like sketched out. I have that for I have a Morphe one that's in a contour shade. I have one from Essence, and I don't know, I'm just scared. I'm a powder kind of girl. I'm gonna put a little bit right in here. I get redness right there on my nose. I think most people do. But it's hard because it's also dry. So some concealers really, really dry it out right there, and then it gets like creasy. So for me, a concealer, the true test is on my nostrils. That's the true test. But this is looking really good. I mean, the coverage is nice. It is slightly brightening. I usually like my under eye to be a little bit brighter, but no worries. We can make it work. Okay, I think so far so good. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking the coverage. I think my skin looks really healthy, really glowy. Alright guys, let's move on to set my under eye and other places that I've concealed. I'm going to use the WetnWild Pro Focus Translucent Powder. It's a big old boy. Look at that thing. This was $4.95, I want to say. I mean, just under $5. I got it at Walmart. And I've been using this, I think this is, yeah, it's a Milani brush. It's called an all-over blending, but I've been using it to set my under eye, and I really, really like it. I don't bake. I just dip my brush in here, and I just kind of, I guess this isn't a way baking. I just use a, ooh, I don't know how that is working with that. It like oxidized it. It looks orange. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person my under eye is like orange. It oxidized with this concealer is what I'm trying to say. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but holy cow, my under eye is definitely brown. Let me zoom you guys in so maybe you can see, because I am a little bit farther away. Let me see. Now that you guys are a little bit closer, I don't know if I still can't tell if you can tell, but gosh, in person, holy shit. It's brown. My under eyes are brown. I don't know if I want to use that. I've never used this combo before. I'm going to go in for my nose, for the rest of my face and stuff. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me. I have that in the shade Fair. I mean, this is translucent, so technically there should be no color. But that bitch is brown. Okay, let's see what the Fit Me, the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, we're just gonna go down the nose. Oh yeah, that's better. hit my chin. Can y'all tell how like white that is and how I'm afraid to like go over it with another one? I don't know. And I'm just going to sculpt this out right here. Okay. I've never seen that happen before with that powder. It usually, like I said, has no color since, you know, it's translucent. So weird. Okay, and then to powder my entire face, I use the E.L.F. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. It's in this shade Fairlight. Go figure. So I just take, this is also a motor brush. I got all these brushes from Walmart. And I love this brush. It's like big and fluffy. And I just like kind of, just a little bit, and go all the way around. And while I powder the rest of my face, I just kind of wipe off any excess powder that I had from setting my concealer, which I guess technically is a bake, but I just don't do it with my sponge. I don't pick up as much powder because I feel like it kind of dries me out if I do too much, which with a sponge, it's not the sponge's fault, it just picks up more product than a brush. All in all, I think that it's pretty. I mean, my under eyes are a little bit darker than what I would like for them to be, but that's because that powder with that concealer totally oxidized. So if you're using the Infallible by L'Oreal concealer, do not mix it with the WetnWild loose setting powder, because that was not the business, let me tell you. Okay, so the next thing I am just beyond the moon and stars excited about. I don't know if you guys, if I'm the only person that you watch. I doubt it. If my little 6 subscribers, or if you are not one of those 6 and you just stumble across this video, then I'm almost certain you watch other beauty videos. And I was a part of the frenzy that was ordering the PUR times RAWBEAUTYKRISTI palette that came out, I think, last Sunday. I don't know, don't quote me on the day. I think it was last Sunday. I mean, that whole website was broken. I mean, I was literally, I think the launch was like 11 o'clock our time, which is Houston, my time. I wasn't able to successfully purchase it until almost 8 o'clock p.m. that same day. And the website was broken. You would go to, like, it would say like page 404 not found, or whatever the case may be. And then once they finally fixed it, you were put in a queue, and there was like 3,000 people in front of me. So I was like, am I even gonna get this palette? Like, whatever the case may be. A long story fucking short, I got it. I was able to get it. I sat on that website all fucking day, and I was finally able to get it. And I haven't even, this is my first time opening it. I took out the box. I haven't even looked at it yet because I wanted to do it with you guys. And honestly, I also haven't really been feeling good. My boyfriend has been traveling for work, so it's just been me and the 2 kids at home, and I've had kind of like a sinusy infection, and my eyes have been watering, my nose, I've been all nasally. So I haven't even had like the oomph to like do anything with myself. So I think this palette is super cool. I don't know if you can see, like, she drew all the artwork on here. I don't know if you watch her. Her name is RAWBEAUTYKRISTI, all one word. Oh, that's like her handle on everything. And she's like so fun. Like, she's so down to earth. She's so just real. It's a double-sided palette. There's one side, 2 side. And like, so there's a neutral side and the colors side. So the neutral side, from what I understand, has like this like kind of goldy, let me make sure I'm telling you. Yeah, it has like the goldish kind of, you see how that one's kind of like gold and this one's kind of like iridescent? Yeah. So this is the neutral side. So beautiful. My camera cut off, so if it like jumps, I'm sorry. But isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, let's swatch a few. My favorites on this side are gonna be Camelot. I love a good orangey yellow, like dandelion color. And then there goes, it's called It Just Does. It's like a coral color right here. Beautiful. And then I love Mood Point, and she has a video that goes over the names and like why she names them those names. That doesn't really show up on my finger, but it's beautiful, I promise. And then it gotta do the shimmer. And the shimmer is called Golden Ticket, and these are so finely pressed. Like that Mood Point, I created a lot of dust. But these are the shades. So this is Camelot. This is It Just Does. This one is called Mood Point, and this one is the Golden Ticket. So those are fucking long. I'm probably gonna use that side today, just because, you know, I'm a natural kind of girl. But the other side is the colors. Oh, I forgot there was a sheet. Is the colorful side. Ah, this would be such a good like festival side. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, right? I think this palette was $34. It's an 18 pan palette. It is vegan, cruelty free, all that good shit. So she did recommend in her like launch video that you should prime your eyelids because it is a pressed pigment and it can stain. I think she said to either use primer or to use concealer and then set it with powder, but I don't like to do that. I find that I'm gonna do it with a primer first and see how that works, and then if for whatever reason, I'm sure the neutrals I won't have a problem with. It's probably more so the bright side, but I find that if I go in with concealer and then powder, my eyelids, you can like see like the texture of my eyelids, like they get creasy and crinkly like the eyeshadows do. So I'm just gonna go in here with my whole heart. I'm just gonna kind of put it over my entire lid. And I'm just gonna use a Profusion Pointed Crease Eyeshadow ES3. I'm just gonna go in, and this is just kind of something that doesn't really have to, I'm not putting it so it can show up. Oh, my towel is falling. I keep a towel on me so I can wipe my hands and my brushes and whatever else needs to be wiped during this process. It can be a messy one. So I'm just kind of slapping that on there. It's not to have any rhyme or reason. So I know I mentioned, you know, I haven't been quarantining. I still have work every day. I mean, I don't like go anywhere special, but I mean, I'm out and about. I have to, you know, see people. I work in like a casual dining, fast food type of situation. So I see people every day. You know, of course I have my mask on, I have my gloves on. But I'm seeing people, you know, I interact with people, I talk to people every day. I'm using that same brush. I'm going to go in with my, I don't know if I want to use copper boxes or told you. I think I'm going to use copper boxes. I mentioned that was one of my favorite ones. I'm going to go in with copper boxes, and I'm just going to, I'm going to go in really softly because they're so finely pressed. I'm not sure how fallout is going to be. And I also don't know how, I've never used PUR Cosmetics, so I don't know what their formula is like. I don't know, you know. Let me tilt my mirror up so you can't see what I'm doing. This is a really beautiful color. I knew I was going to like it though. This is like neutral. It's a really soft, like caramel brown. It's very pretty. I'm not sure if it's the primer that I use. I'm sure that it is. Morphe, you know, I'm sure they're not the best, but it's like grabbing my brush, and so like the shadow almost kind of has like skid marks on my, or like track marks, whatever you want to call it, on my eye. And I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, if I can just tell in my mirror. I mean, those shadows, the color is absolutely beautiful. I really, really adore the color. It looks darker on camera than what it does in my mirror. But I'm having trouble kind of, maybe I'm just pressing it too hard. But I'm having just a little bit of trouble blending it out. And I mean, I'm definitely not an expert. I'm not, you know, don't hire me to do like your wedding makeup or anything. Like, I'm not an expert. But I'm just saying, I'm just having a little teensy, like just in this area. I'm not sure if you can tell, just like right in here. I'm just having some issues. blending right there, and I'm not really sure why, because it doesn't do that anywhere else. This is finally blending out for me, and it's very pretty. Ooh, my camera shut off me while I was texting. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm so sorry. Let me get some water. Am I the only weird one in the world that doesn't like the water cold? Like, I'll drink it if it's cold. Like, I'm not like, ew, no, cold water. But I prefer it to be like no temperature. You know what I mean? Or room temperature. I don't know, maybe I'm strange. But we're gonna go in with a different, I feel like this is finally successfully blended out. I really adore the color. So I think I'm gonna go with Camelot, because I'm loving that yellow. It gives me like just summertime vibes, and that's what we're here for. And I guess it's not funny that I say that because you don't know, but it's like storming outside. So much for the summertime vibes. I'm gonna go in with another Profusion brush. It's the Firm Blending ES2. I got all of these Profusion brushes at Walmart, and I think they were between like $2 and $4. Maybe the most expensive one was like $4.97. So like $5. So I'm gonna go with that one, and they're not clean, you know, because who's got time for that? I thought I saw something behind me. Isn't that creepy? Does that ever happen to you guys? People who film, like, do you ever think like, oh shit, was there something behind me? But there's not, because there's literally no one else here. Okay, here we go. If I have to lean forward and you guys can't see me, I'm so sorry. But if I put my mirror up any higher, it's gonna be in front of the film, the lens. So it is what it is, you guys. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's kind of like layering with the brown, so I think it looks darker than what it does in the pinks. In the pin, it's like more of a mustardy. I guess it's not super bright, but it's brighter than what I feel like is showing up, which is fine. But oh my gosh, yes. And they just blend so, like, it's not muddy. Or sometimes if you blend, especially darker colors together, the result looks kind of like muddy. It's like, ew. Ew. Or as my 2-year-old say, ewy. Ewy, mommy. But this is not like that. Oh, it's a beautiful, just like rich color. It's not, maybe it's because, like I said, I'm layering it with the brown, but it's not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting kind of like a, oh shit, that's yellow, but it's not. Have you guys purchased any makeup recently? Are you beauty lovers too? Like, have y'all been playing with makeup, buying makeup, or just experimenting with what you already have at home? See, this side is like showing up brown, and this side is like, huh, that's weird. Do you guys see that? I was like, I guess I'm gonna mix some of that brown in with it, because holy cow. But I'm really liking how this is showing up. I did have to, obviously, I mixed, well, for this eye, I mixed the two colors together, but I really like how it's coming out. I don't have any complaints with the formula. I don't have any complaints. Okay, so my camera died because, you know, why wouldn't it? So I went ahead and I finished, for the most part, my eyes while my battery was charging a little bit. I have some new face products I want to share with you guys. I haven't even used them yet. I got them from Target. It's Makeup Obsession. I have, Isn't It Peachy, which is I believe a 4-pan kind of, there's a bronzer in here as well, but I'm just going to use the blush shade from this palette. And then I have Give Me Some Sun from them as well. This is obviously a bronzer. I hope that, I think I'm going to use this one today. Let me grab a contour brush. This is the Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I'm going to go in with the shade Buff from the Give Me Some Sun palette, and ain't that the freaking truth. And I think we're zoomed in good, right guys? We're zoomed in. I'll kind of turn to the side, I guess. Yeah, we're going to go in with Buff. And I'm just going to take it at the bottom. Again, I've never used these before, or this brand, I don't think. I think I actually may have an eyeshadow palette from them. This is really nice. This is a really nice shade for me. Oh, okay, work it. This is actually really nice. They're not blending super duper easy, but I don't think you can tell on camera. But this is a really nice shade. Oh my god. Ooh, if you have my skin tone or even just like a little bit darker, I think this palette would be great for you. You get 4 shades. Like these two are for sure like these two, they're more shimmery. Ooh, oh shit, that's pretty. Oh, well, maybe this one isn't shimmery. It's not shimmery. So I would say there's one shimmer, one highlight, and then the rest of these buff, expose, and raise, those are going to be contouring shades. I'm using buff. It's the grayest of the 3. Because of my skin tone, I mean, all bronzers, not bronzers, I'm sorry, all contours should be, God, look how nice that is. Whew, got kind of a lot on that brush, holy shit. Contour should have a gray undertone anyways, because contour is just creating shadow on your face. Ooh, that side is like kicking it. Wow, I gotta buff that shit out, holy cow. I'm not sure if you guys knew that, but contour should always have a gray undertone regardless of your skin tone, because contour is just simply to create shadows. Bronzing is to bronze, it's to make you look bronzed or sun-kissed. This is really blending that out nicely. Contour is to contour or create shadow. It's to make yourself look chiseled or snatched. A lot of people will say, oh, I contour with my, or I contour with my bronzer. No, bitch, no you don't. A contour shade is to create shadow, to make yourself look smaller in certain areas. Like I'm doing it to make my forehead look small and my cheekbones look small. I like this palette. I recommend this palette. So I'm going to go in now with the, it's just, oh, isn't it Peachy? I'm going with this one, and I'm going to, oh, I already have it. I have been using this Moda brush for my blush. It's just, it's real light. It doesn't, doesn't like pack on a whole bunch of pigment, which I've been enjoying right now. I've been enjoying like a more sculpted cheek, which is like a light flush of color. I'm going to go in with this far one right here called Bloom. I'm just going to take it real lightly, because if it's anything like the contour shades, wow, it's pigmented. I'm just going to take it right here on my cheeks. Ooh, that's really pretty. Guys, I am super into this look. I'm not going to go ahead. I'm so sorry. It's already 5:30. I have to get my girls by 6, so I'm just going to call it quits right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so thankful that you guys are here, the whole 6 of you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for, you know, watching. You guys, I know I'm joking around, there's only 6 of you, 4 of you, however many, but just that many of you, it gives me the courage and the motivation just to keep on going, keep on making the videos. I truly love makeup. It's like my creative outlet. I can't draw. I'm terrible at sports. This is like my happy place. This is my creative space. I do like to cook, but I happen to enjoy makeup just a little bit more. I've always been that way, and so it just means a whole lot to me that you guys take the 20 minutes out of your day, however long this video is going to end up being. Hopefully I can cut it down to 20 minutes. I know that's like the magic number. No one wants to stick around for a whole half hour, which I totally don't blame you, but I can watch makeup videos for hours and hours, but I don't expect you guys to do that. But yeah, I mean, I just totally appreciate you guys sticking around, coming to watch, and, you know, share it. Tell your friends. If you have a little sister, a cousin, a brother, a coworker, whoever who is just starting out in makeup, or, you know, that they like to watch the beauty community on YouTube, feel free to share. I definitely won't be upset about that. And yeah, until my next one, I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys are finding something to keep you positively occupied during quarantine. And if you're still working out there, like this girl here, I hope you guys are wearing your mask, wearing your gloves, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, until the next one, guys, bye.